So today I'm going to be teaching you an addition and subtraction game that you can do with a deck of cards. So first you will need a deck of cards. This can be a plain deck of cards or an Uno set if that's what you have. Just use whatever you have available. You will also need a piece of paper and something to write with. So I have some plain paper and a marker, and I already wrote the numbers 1 through 10 all the way down the side. So gather your deck of cards, and you want to remove all of the cards that are not numbers. So if you're using a typical deck of cards, you're going to take out the queen, the king, the ace, jokers, and jacks. So I've already removed all of these. If you are using an Uno deck, you're going to want to take out the skip cards, the switch cards, the Uno cards, the add 4, all of those cards. So you're only going to want the cards with a big number on the front. Okay, and then you're going to divide what you have, your deck, into 2 parts, and you want them to be pretty equal. So I have these, they're about the same height, which means they have almost the same amount of cards in them. And I'm going to set down 2 piles of cards. So now I am going to draw 1 card from each pile. So I have a 4 and a 6. And I'm going to write down 4 plus 6. So we're going to add the 2 cards that you draw. So 4 plus 6 equals 4 plus 6 equals 10. And I'm going to keep doing this. So now I draw a 2 and a 7. 2 plus 7, I'm going to add those together. That equals 9. And I'm going to keep doing this until I have filled up my sheet and I get to 10. So you're going to do 10 addition problems. Now, once you are done with the addition problems, we're going to do the same thing but with subtraction. So I'm going to set these cards aside, and now I'm going to draw 2 cards, and we're going to subtract them from each other. So I want you to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So this is going to have 2 steps. First, you're going to have to figure out which one's smaller and which one's bigger, and then you're going to have to subtract them. So I have a 10 and a 2. 2 is smaller than 10, so I'm going to subtract 2 from 10. So I'm going to write down 10 minus 2 equals, see, 10 minus 2 equals 8. And now I'm going to do it again. I have a 3 and a 5. 3 is smaller than 5, so I'm going to take 3 away from 5. So this is going to be written as 5 minus 3. And 5 minus 3 equals 2. And you're going to keep doing that until you have done 10 subtraction problems as well. Now, there are 2 variations that you can do to this game if you have someone else around who can play this game with you. So what you can do with that is, if you have someone to play along with you, you can each draw a card and set them down. So my friend draws a 9 and I draw a 9, and then we're going to see who can add those together the quickest. So who can say 9 plus 9 equals 18 the fastest. And you're going to keep doing that, and you're going to see who can do it fastest. 3 and a 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. Another variation that you can do if you have someone around is you can draw 2 numbers for the other person. So I can draw for my friend a 3 and a 7, and I can say 3 plus 7 and see how quickly they can do that. Or I can say 8 and 5, subtract those, and see how quickly they can do that. So there you go. There are some quick math games that you can do with just a deck of cards, some paper, and some pen. Have fun.